fucking wasted. I'm joking. Welcome to Geek Goonz.
What's up, Geek Goonz?
That's TK. I'm BigPaPaReese. I'm only one beer in, despite having 2 beers on the table.
Hey, this is my second Long Island tea.
That's his second Twisted Tea. Have you ever seen that Twisted Tea video?
Damn, bitch, I thought we weren't saying brand names because they weren't paying us.
Nah, we gotta talk about Twisted Tea, nigga. Have you ever seen that Twisted Tea video?
Hey, when a dude got the shit. Who hasn't seen that shit, bro? Like, that dude need to get paid for free advertisement.
No, man, he need to get paid for free advertisement. Nigga, Twisted Tea built themselves from a non fucking starter in the fucking race to a beast. Like, off of somebody slapping the shit out of somebody for saying the N-word. So.
Like, that shit was, like, I didn't even see what happened to the can. That nigga,
yo, I swear to God, what the fuck happened to the can when he slapped the shit out?
But back to the podcast.
Yeah, back to the podcast.
So we're going to be starting off this episode with the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer.
Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. So, fuck it. Before we start the trailer, do you want to give people a little bit of quick insight on your history of Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I started playing Kingdom Hearts. My brother, he played the first one. When he first got his PlayStation 2, he got Kingdom Hearts 1. Played it with him, beat it a zillion million fucking times.
Yeah, he really has.
And then I just kept buying them. Like, my brother eventually phased out, but I bought the Chain Memories for the PlayStation 2. Bought a PSP. Got Birth by Sleep.
So you've played.
I played pretty much all of them except the ones on the mobile phone.
Fuck those.
I just was
to any nigga who said mobile gaming was supposed to be a thing, wrong.
I mean, if you got emulators, it's pretty good, but it's just it's like when you put critical amounts of your story on a mobile phone. I'm like, bro,
I ain't got time for this.
If you would have put the shit on a Switch or something, I would have probably fucked with it.
Right.
But
But you essentially you played pretty much all of Kingdom Hearts, the full story fleshed out, right?
And for those who say the stories are hard to follow, shit really not. Motherfuckers can watch several Star Wars movies, watch a whole Marvel Cinematic Universe,
right,
and then that release multiple Kingdom Hearts games is too much to follow. Which, granted, I can understand if you don't want to buy the systems, but you can just watch the cutscenes.
I think that's more. I think that's in the same vein of how Marvel has the MCU, and then they have these break off shows where they're like the WandaVisions, and Lokis and shit like that, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and people may not always catch them, but it builds the story if you do, especially when it's done well. And I don't know how Kingdom Hearts has done it, but shit, nigga, you played them all, I trust you.
So, unfortunate to that, you can stick with the main Marvel movies and get a good census, but if you miss it's not really. I
don't know about that going forward.
But considering they came straight out with Kingdom Hearts. Oh, you talking Marvel?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But considering that they came out with Kingdom Hearts, they're coming out with Kingdom Hearts 4, right the next game. Yeah, I'm like, okay, they're gonna be doing numerical entries maybe from here on out, wise.
And that's fair. That's fair.
But you want to jump in the trailer?
Well, before I just want to give a quick history on my Kingdom Hearts background. It's not nearly as extensive as my brother here, but
your brother. Oh, technically I am your brother.
Yeah, technically you're my brother, but it's not as extensive as his because growing up, Kingdom Hearts for me was more of it was something where I watched my brothers play it, right? So I watched my oldest brothers play it, and in watching them play it, I just knew it. Honestly, Kingdom Hearts it's a weird thing for me because it was always comforting. The soundtrack. You know what I mean? I have visions when I hear the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack and I would go to sleep. I fuck around and do that tonight. Where I go to sleep and I would listen to Kingdom Hearts and it literally takes me back to when I was a kid. Just playing nostalgia in the background. Just playing in the background and hearing that soundtrack and feeling the vibe. And Kingdom Hearts to me, whenever it drops, I'm always interested because it's I feel comfort. I feel like a little brother just... I don't know, man. I love this shit.
It's very comforting for me because, before, I met you and Reginald, our other best friend.
Yeah, Reginald. Shout out to Reginald, man. That's my nigga. Yeah. I fuck with Reginald.
It was very nostalgic for me because, I was a very antisocial kid because, I was, a nerdy, black kid that talked, super proper, living in, the hood, essentially. Yeah, so it was very difficult to make friends. So
shout out to the hood.
We still fuck with the hood.
Yeah, shout out to the hood. Fuck it.
But I was just Like I just like it wasn't the vibe for me at the time, and I was just like, yo, fuck it.
But I would give credit to it though. Like as I've gotten older, the hood is fucked. I think the hood fuck with us a lot more.
Yeah, you just learn how to like fuck with it in certain ways.
That's what I'm saying, and I think they learn how to fuck with us in certain ways. Like they respect that we are who we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
even as I got like a teenager, I started like fixing computers for like drug dealers.
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. Like just real shit, just like real shit with niggas like they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So like the hood, I don't think knock on wood. I don't think the hood harming us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think we have pretty good.
You just gotta know how to move around the hood.
Yeah,
That's all it was about.
But yeah, that's my Kingdom Hearts background. Like I just grew up. I never really played it myself. I probably would play it now as an adult. But growing up, it was just always a cool shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just liked to be around it. So whenever Kingdom Hearts drops, I'm fucking excited. I'm fucking excited for this trailer. So let's pull that shit up.
Let's get it on.
Let's pull that shit up.
Let's see if I can open the right window right off the back. Like, let's
right
off
the back.
Hey!
There we go. Right above us.
Okay.
Right,
and for full disclosure, he actually brought the right cord this time.
Hey, I brought the right everything, my nigga. I brought the right headphones, my right mic. You see, I'm not in the Godzilla pin no more, even though. Fuck. All right, the beer's gotten to me. All right, that's enough. Fuck it.
He just said, "Fuck it."
Yeah, fuck it. I'm embarrassed.
This shit is right here. Okay.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. I was gonna mute ourselves while we play the trailer. But
no, mute it. I don't think he muted to hear. Well,
I don't need to be. I'm not gonna say anything while the trailer's going up.
Yeah, I won't either. We're not those guys. We respect anything.
Movie,
we respect.
We may whisper to each other some comments, but for the audience, we're gonna save our comments until we unmute ourselves. So I'm gonna mute myself, and we're gonna start the trailer.
自分が望む結末ではなかったと絶望するのなら他の世界に退場すればいい。選択肢は無限にあるはずだ。
あなたはこの世界に来て7日間ずっと眠っていたの。ここはクワットラトゥム、聖者の世界ではあるけれど私たちにとっては死の世界ってことになるみたい。一度退場すれば元の世界に戻れると思うな。
手がかり見つかるといいね。
おい、どこへ行くんだよ。
Whew.
Yes. You are the Kingdom Hearts expert of the two of us, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Give us something in that trailer that you saw that give us some knowledge.
Okay. So if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3, this is about to be spoiler filled. Or if you don't give a fuck about spoilers, okay.
Fuck it. If you would just have comfort in the game itself.
Okay, so in Kingdom Hearts 3, Zoro fucking basically dies to save Kairi. Like, he uses his power of Waken, which awakens people's heart from, like, basically the land of, like, death or the underworld or the world between life and death, so the world of sleep. And they kept warning him, people who are on the enemy side that have seen, like, the future, has been through the future, that if you keep abusing that power and using it carelessly, you're gonna pay the price. And this is a point in the game where like everyone basically gets wiped out in a fight, and Zoro like collapses, and he uses his power of Waking to revive everyone. And then you get to the end of the game, Kairi dies, and he uses that to go save Kairi, and he's missing.
Yeah,
they are trying to find him, and then even in the DLC, it's like a year's past, Zoro's still missing. They're trying to find him. So with this game, you finally find out like where he is and how he got there, and like it's on the Toy Story world. There's like a game on there
the Toy Story
called I think it's Victory's Realm or something, and the main character is called Yozora, and it looks like a mixture of like Riku and Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. But he looks more like his version of himself back when it was called Final Fantasy 13 versus 13 before they changed it to 15.
You know, it's funny that you say that because my brother had texted me earlier to like the moment the trailer came out, when he sent it to me, he was like, it's giving Final Fantasy, like it's giving me Final Fantasy vibes.
Yeah, so
that's funny, and I thought that was really cool.
So in the DLC, like when Zoro's like in the land between life and death, you end up running into someone that's like in the land between, and it's testing Zoro to see if his power is like the person's power is needed to save Zoro.
Right. And
that person ends up being Yozora from that game. And you like, oh shit, like what does this have to do with each other? So then Zoro wakes up in the same world that Yozora was in, you know, from that game or whatever, and that's the world he's in the game. So you find out that, okay, so doing like...
So wait, are they still doing the whole, because in the trailer they have that big beast in the middle of the city. They're still doing the dark and light thing, right?
Yeah. So that's definitely a Heartless.
Got it.
Without getting too deep in the story, you basically find out like this guy called the Masters of Masters, like this ancient Keyblade master that sort of manipulated things from the past.
Yeah.
Pretty much went to like a different reality, and it seems like he's trying to recreate Kingdom Hearts there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because Zoro has been missing for a year, and this is another thing that fans don't really pay attention in detail to complain about the story. So even though she says that in the trailer, she says that Zoro has been asleep, you know, since he's came there, which has been 7 days. And they're like, Zoro's only been there for 7 days, but he looks older. And I'm like, okay, he's only been there for 7 days. He's been missing from the like Kingdom Hearts universe for a year. He was more than likely in the land in between. You know, for that time before those 7 days. Oh, because in the DLC, there's like Zoro's been missing for a year. You're like, oh shit.
So here's a question: do you think with Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out, it's important for people to play some of those one-offs, right? Because if I were to tell people about Marvel movies, I would say it's a few shows that I would definitely say that motherfuckers have to watch.
So unfortunately, this new arc that they're getting into, because you know as they changed the font of Kingdom Hearts, because it's supposed to be because they're going into a new arc. Yeah, it heavily draws from the mobile games, but there's a cutscene that was released in like and forgive me for the names, I'm not the one who named this shit. In one of the remixes, I think it's the 2.8 final chapter remix prologue or whatever. That shows a movie that explains basically the Masters and Masters. It's like an hour movie, by the way. It explains all of that shit to a good degree.
You should have had the fucking Keyblade while you were talking about this shit. It's right behind you. It's
I mean, I can still just pull the shit in.
Yeah, pull this shit in. Fuck it.
So this is my Kingdom Hearts Keyblade.
Can I wield it, please?
Yeah. Hey, just don't knock the equipment down. Don't smack me with the shit. But
moment, we should make this the fucking frame. Why did I just do Star Wars?
Don't you mean the thumbnail?
Yeah. Why the fuck did I do Star Wars in the middle of Kingdom Hearts?
I mean, technically they're owned by the same people now.
Fuck.
Yeah,
right, I was gonna say. All right, well, fuck it. This is just a perfect moment and to have the Keyblade with it. But yeah, that shit on Kingdom Hearts
4.
Yeah, like looks beautiful. I was gonna ask you.
He looks fucking like, and the crazy, like, just to get one more thing into the
trailer.
Go ahead.
Cause I was about to ask you something about the trailer too.
So there's Goofy and Donald at the end. I want to see if you can figure out. Do you know where they're at?
I don't know where they're at. I'm not that deep.
Okay. Do you recognize those blue flames?
They look familiar. I don't know where they're from.
Okay, so Zora.
Oh wait. Nah, I don't.
Okay, so if Zora is believed to be dead.
Yeah.
And you're trying to find Zora.
Wait.
Where would you go? What's a Disney place that you would go that will deal with dead people in the underworld?
Coco. All right, fuck. That was a shot in the dark.
That they've been before.
Is Coco? You know what Coco is?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but they haven't been introduced to yet in their universe. Where would be somewhere that they've been?
Oh, that they've already been. Okay, cool. All right. I don't know. In that case,
Hercules, Olympus.
Oh.
So you know those blue flames, and it's the same voice actor.
Yeah.
That plays Hades in the Japanese version, and then there's the flames are from blue to fire, and I was like, this shit was so funny because I'm like, bro, y'all went into Hades underworld, and Hades don't fuck with y'all at all.
You know what's crazy? Because has the Hercules world been us? Is it a staple? Is it like Toy Story? Is it a staple in it?
It's like Toy Story in the Kingdom Hearts universe is like only introduced in the third game. Hercules has been like a prime.
Cool. That's what I wanted to know. Yeah. I thought Toy Story was like a consistent one.
They didn't pull Pixar in until the third game.
Okay, cool. That's a fun question. What worlds do you want to see in the Kingdom Hearts? Coming up in the Kingdom Hearts.
It sucks that they're not gonna do this because they're older movies and games. But I wouldn't mind seeing like Treasure Planet.
Alright, you thinking too fucking far.
Atlantis.
Back. What about no, nigga? You going too far. What new
Lilo and Stitch?
No, nigga.
They have them at some.
All right, they have them at some point. They can have them at some point.
And they had them a summon. They had Lilo and Stitch as a summon in Kingdom Hearts 3 as well.
Oh, that's hard. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And his the ship portion of his world is in one of the games as well. Yeah. Like the ship portion, where like you gotta help 626 escape and shit. But
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only been a watcher of these.
But I mean, it makes sense because they're gonna be remaking a lot of those movies. They're remaking Stitch anyway. They're gonna be remaking a lot of those Disney movies.
The question
like in live action. So
more so, the question I think I had, it was more of like
what recent movies.
Yeah, like what recent movies would you like to see that have come out under Disney that you would like to see in the world and that we can actually expect. Because I'm not saying that those movies that you just mentioned can't be in it, but it's just unexpected.
And it this is me being honest. A lot of more recent Disney movies, they are less about physical conflict and more internal. If you look at movies and these are good movies by the way, Soul, Turning Red,
I love Turning Red.
Yeah, I love it. It's a really good movie.
I just finished Turning Red the other day. Yo, Turning Red, that I can rewatch. That has
as a guy, I can relate to it. Even as a guy, I can relate to it. Just having control of parents and parents.
And it's just Turning Red is just a really fun movie. If you haven't watched Turning Red, and if you have any biases or anything like that, or is it bias? Or
I don't know. Anyway, it's about a 12 or 13-year-old girl. She's doing shit.
Yeah, you should know what Turning Red is. It's on Disney Plus. Please watch it. It's actually a really good movie. I don't think like you're a guy, girl, whatever, non-binary, you would love the movie Turning Red.
It's very relatable.
You would love it. It's really good.
But like, well, that new DC movie that has the dragon about it, where like the girl is looking for like the last dragon.
Rhea the Dragon? Rhea the Last Dragon? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen it yet, but but that movie.
That's what you would like to see in there. Turning Red, you would like to see in there.
Not Turning Red, but the other movie, the one with the last dragon. Yeah. The one where like I think it's Moana's great. Moana's great. I haven't seen that. Just watching Moana with my niece. But it's not too many more recent Disney movies that like deal with like
Moana would
physical
be really
conflict because like fighting wise and everything. Because I mean you can't like. I mean, you maybe can do the Turning Red where like the girl is
that'd be hard, but
learning how to deal with like she's like they're trying to manipulate her to turn over to darkness. Maybe
I would think Turning Red. Honestly, you know how like Kingdom Hearts, and I might be wrong in this. Correct me if I am. Kingdom Hearts has that thing where they would like do like these little one-off worlds, like these little miniature modes type of thing. Like, didn't they?
You saw like game mode, like Winnie the Pooh's world, essentially.
Yeah, like something like that. I can see Turning Red being somewhere in that.
I can see her being a summit.
I can see her being a
summit.
That would be cool.
I can see that.
That would be cool.
But it's very hard. Like I said, they're gonna. Mm-hmm. I think smart they might end up doing this. I hope they don't.
What?
I hope they don't bring in like Star Wars and like Marvel and shit. Because the reason I hope they don't do that because it's like the big like
those stand on their own kind of.
That and you can't like talk about like it's very difficult for Zora to talk about like dealing with your heart and all that in like
a world that I got it.
Like,
well, no, I don't know. Cause I
can maybe see that wrapping around Captain America or whatever, but
I can see that wrapping around Tony. Tony Stark. Shout out Iron Man. Shout out Robert Downey Jr.
The sagas within Marvel are story arcs on their own, and it's hard to just select one out of that and just like have it a minuscule world that just drop in and drop out of. Like, I can definitely. I know the next Pirates of the Caribbean are gonna be on it. If they don't put the next Pirates of the Caribbean of how beautiful that fucking game looked, they're fucking retarded. Like, they gotta put like.
Speaking about
or Dead Man's Tales, No Tales, I gotta put that in there.
Wait, they have to? You think they have to put that?
Actually, that make more sense because with Zora believed to be dead, and like with because the reason they feel that world that they're in the underworld is like because they died, and this is a world to them after they've technically died. Yeah. So, Dead Man's Tale, No Tales, that'd be very interesting. Yeah, I can see that.
Speaking of the beauty of the game, what engine do you think that's running?
So when they had the trailer was released at an anniversary event that happened at 3 a.m. our time. It started at 3 a.m. our time, 5 p.m. Japan's time. And I was up, so I just watched it. Yeah. Well, I was up and I kept up with it, but.
You stayed up all night for that shit?
No, so I was asleep. I was originally just gonna sleep through it and just catch the announcements, but then I woke up in the middle of the night because my stomach was like whooping my ass. So I was like, "Well, I'm up. Might as well."
When you say your stomach whooping your ass, you got to give the people a little bit of wood. You got to give a little.
I don't want to hear the details of my stomach. I don't know. Like
I think I do. I think people want to know how because there's different degrees of bubble guts.
So when you're asleep and your stomach wakes you up and like
that's one of them.
That's one of them. And you can't go. You don't feel like going to the bathroom, so you're like you just gotta.
But you get wrestled out your fucking sleep.
Yeah, and I can't go back to sleep. So I drank some Alka-Seltzer and it settled me down eventually. But I was like, I'm up anyway, so I just might as well just fucking.
Yeah, you just go at it.
Yeah, so
perfect timing.
They released an interview, I guess. Questionnaire and answer that the director gave, which I hate when people do that shit because like they always ask some questions that are fucking stupid that we already know the answer to. I'm like, bro, ask them like out of all the questions, they never ask them when should we expect to see the game out. Like, I just like why would you not ask that question? But that's another thing. But they asked him what engine does the game use because Kingdom Hearts 3 uses Unreal Engine 4. This game, the video that they show uses Unreal Engine 4, but it has switched to Unreal Engine 5. And I'm not sure if you've seen, but a lot of games recently, like they've announced it.
Yeah,
like,
that's what made me ask, because I was like, I've seen a number of games talk about that they're going to run on Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, what engine do you think that they?
Yeah, so they switched to Unreal Engine 5, and so it's gonna make the game even look better than what we fucking saw, which is gonna be amazing. Like honestly, I hope this game goes to PC because I'm not buying this on a fucking console. Like I love my PS5. We both love our PS5.
He fought for that fucking PS5, by the way. One day I would love to just get into a tangent about how long
it takes to get
like that shit was
fought.
funny.
I'll be honest, I fought more to get my 3080 graphics card MSRP than my fucking PS5.
Lucky fucking me, I got the PS5. I think the day after it came out.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
But yeah, like
Unreal Engine 5. You think? Okay.
So and actually segues. So
wait, it segues into what?
A lot of like legitimate games
I know what
are
you're about
coming
to
out.
bring up. I know what you're about to.
So
you're talking about the leak.
Yeah. So NVIDIA, there was a ransomware data leak that hit NVIDIA where like they captured a lot of like data mining of a lot of games that are going to be released, and a lot of those games have been announced or going to be announced, and it's fucking wild. Like the new Tomb Raider, Kingdom Hearts 4, like a lot of PlayStation games like Uncharted and God of War coming to PC. Like it's like very specific shit, and it's not even just those games coming. It's a specific nameage or verbiage they're using for the games, like Uncharted being the Uncharted collection being called Uncharted the Thieves collection, or like it's like very specific verbiage that they're using, and like in the new like Street Fighter that's coming out using Unreal Engine 5 coming on PC. It's like games that like were not confirmed and like that were released. Like the data
that list is looking mighty fucking authentic.
Yeah, it's the craziest shit. So like, and I'm waiting for them.
Just happened, right? That leak just happened.
It happened like early this year. Yeah,
February.
And Resident Evil like 4 remake was on there, which I need to play Resident Evil 8 honestly.
Man, we had a stint. TK and I, we had a stint on Resident Evil 5. That shit was like I don't know what year we even played that shit in.
It was
like
a while.
one of our best
Man,
shits ever.
we need to one of these days we need to like do a co-op like walk through and play.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Because we have some legendary co-op gameplays. Like that shit is great.
And the commentary that we honestly, I would argue that the commentary that we give while we're playing the game is probably better than the podcast.
Because it's uncensored. Like we don't.
I mean, this is uncensored.
This is uncensored.
But it's just like it's like if you were just no stakes involved, was like on the Avengers fighting villains and shit while just having a casual conversation with your best friend. And and he was the other Avenger, and you didn't have to worry about.
Bro,
like,
if you and I were fucking Avengers, oh my goodness, could you imagine?
I wouldn't want to be in the MCU.
Hey, nigga.
Like I'm saying, I'm just like I would just
nigga. Why?
This guy's hurt off of this shit.
Yes, I'm fucking hurt off this, cause fuck you,
bro.
That shit is great.
I'll give you an example.
Please.
You know the new Avengers game that came out. Mm-hmm. You remember? You know it only released with like 4 or 5 heroes because they tried to copy off the MCU.
All right,
they had
you get into all that other shit.
I'm just saying.
We're talking about the imaginary idea that what if we were Avengers? It would be fucking incredible.
It would be. I would want to be the Avengers in Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
All right, who would you be?
I would either be Ghost Rider, Wolverine, or if I was someone like super powered, maybe Deadpool, like really heavily super. But I'd probably strongly Ghost Rider, Wolverine. Maybe honestly Wolverine. I have more fun with Wolverine than Ghost Rider because I made it. Because if I'm Ghost Rider, I made a deal with the devil. Like that just fucking sucks.
Hey nigga, you know what's crazy? If I were to be an Avenger, I had this dream one time, right? This is years back, and I remember this shit so vividly that I wrote it in my fucking notes in my phone. Like, I had a dream that I was in the Avengers, and I was fucking Falcon.
Not Captain America.
Like, yeah, nigga, no, not fucking Falcon as Captain America, but just Falcon. Like, I was just fucking Falcon. And I just felt to myself, like, did I dream I was Falcon because I'm black? I hope not. I fucking hope not, but I had a dream I was Falcon. But if I use my consciousness, if I could be an Avenger, I would be Iron Man, Cap, or Strange.
Interesting. I don't want to be strange because you're responsible for fucking too much shit up.
Hey, nigga, if you Ghost Rider and I'm strange, we both made the deal with the devil. We both somewhere dealing with the devil in some capacity.
So it's fucking funny.
That's
like,
funny.
Speaking of dreams, I had a dream that I wasn't Zoro, but I was like a Keyblade wielder, and this shit was so because it was in first person. I threw a Keyblade, that bitch spinning, knocking niggas out and shit. This shit came back. I woke up. I remember I was in like college. I woke up. I was like, fuck. I was like, this is better than any wet dream I've ever.
Yeah, like
had.
I swear to God, bro, that's underrated. Like the superhero dreams I've had, damn near top 5 in the same line of wet dreams being in the same realm.
The wet dreams ain't even that good because you wake up, the shit ain't there. And you're like, ah.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I've had those moments where I fucking had a wet dream. I fucking open my eyes, try to close them bitches back. I try to go back to sleep, man.
Bro, you ever had a wet dream and you be like, bro, like it be of someone and you be like, bro, I haven't seen this person. Like, I haven't even been.
Yo, I swear to God, like I haven't even like some. You know what's crazy in a dream? You ever have that moment in a dream where it's like you see a person and like they look different, but you're calling them by a different name. Like they feel like a different person, but the face is of somebody. You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like the face of one person, but it's the feel of another. Like the identity feels like somebody else, but the face.
It sounds like that you're having. It sounds like that your mind is basically saying, "Hey, we're gonna give you a hall pass, a free pass."
I don't know what the fuck my mind is doing,
to basically say that you're having like relations with one person, but to feel like you're having one with another.
Because
person.
like, bro, even to take it out the realm of wet dreaming. Now, I gotta preface what I'm about to say with that shit, but like even to take it out of that, like I've had dreams of like I'm talking to somebody like help me Tyler or some shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, but it's not Tyler, it's not my brother. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not him there. Like it's another face or something.
You wanna know something crazy? Like I actually had a dream that you were in last night.
Really?
Yeah.
So I hope it wasn't a wet dream. I hope it wasn't a fucking wet dream. Nigga.
So the dream starts out like I'm I'm in Whitehaven.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Whitehaven.
You know, like Whitehaven, right before like it turns to like the FedEx area or whatever.
Yeah.
So for some reason, that area is like this. Like you ever play Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Well, you obviously play Modern Warfare. So you know it's like those.
Don't insult me now.
You know it's like those shacks and bottles on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's not like deadly.
I know.
And like
I know
you're talking like right beside me, and you're talking. It's weird. You're like this person gave me a hard time about 2 times, and now they're in their relationship 2 times, and like I'm not gonna bring that shit around me or whatever.
Huh?
It was like some weird random shit, and you're talking beside me, and I see 2 versions of you on the balcony in the ball above.
Damn, 2 versions of me?
I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So then, and this is weird because I haven't seen this person in years. I never even like had direct conversations.
Oh, you about to say that name?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Or you can bleep it. Or you can.
I'm just gonna like use a nickname.
Will I know the nickname?
You will know. Like I'm gonna use a nickname. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, cool.
But like, it was like a park that I had went to when I was a kid. That my dad had a wedding or a reception at, and I went to the playground there. I don't think it was in Whitehaven, but anyway, I went there, and Sky was with me. Sky from high school. You know the like that's part that part is technically in her name.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The last name relates to the shit Superman changes in when he changes from Clark Kent to Superman. He finds a phone.
Wait. Oh yeah. What about it? Well, you had something to do.
I don't. Again, I haven't seen this person in years. I never had a.
You fuck with him?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
So the weirdest part was like that wedding reception place was somehow a palace in my dream. We got turned to a palace, and I was going there to like raid it or steal something like a jewel thief type of steal. Yeah. And she was helping me on some Ocean 11 type of shit.
Is she there?
I don't know. It's just like literally the dream transition from that to like that, where it's like I see you, I see those bottles or whatever, and then I get a phone call. I was like, all right, I'm ready, and I get picked up, and she's there, and I'm laying like for some reason I'm laying like in her lap because I'm like bloody and bruised up or whatever. I don't like dreams jump.
Yeah,
Because you know it's Inception.
I know, right?
And I know this is a dream at this point because I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on?
I love when I figure out it's a dream. I love
Dude, ever since I seen Inception, I've been able to figure that. I've been conscious.
I remember I had a dream one time. I'm holding this pistol, right? And in a dream, I'm like, this is a fucking dream.
Those be the best feelings.
Nigga,
you start controlling it.
Control that shit, nigga. I love that shit. I love that shit.
But in this case, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like, I went to the bed a little tipsy, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna let this shit run, see how it go, where it goes.
Fuck it. Why not, nigga? It's a dream. Fuck it.
Weird enough, she started like humming or singing this song to me.
Why the fuck was she in your dream?
I don't
know. If you all knew the girl that he's talking about, I can't remember, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here. I can't remember him or me really having like long, extensive conversations.
And she's cool. Like it's not.
She's cool.
And it's not even an intimate thing with her or anything. It's just like this person just gets started in my dream and I don't even.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the weird. I'm not talking about it even on the intimacy level, but like it's weird to me. That's like, why the fuck was she there?
Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah,
like why the fuck was she there?
And weird enough, she starts singing this song that like I remember as a childhood that I don't remember who sung it, but I remember like as a baby that I used to hear it, and I woke up and I'm like teared up. Yeah, it's like the weirdest shit, and I was just like, yo, I remember this song, and it's like,
and why the fuck are you singing it?
I didn't sing it.
No, I'm saying why the fuck is she singing it?
That's not like what you said at first.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck is she singing?
I don't know. It's just weird. And I was like, why is she singing it while we're on our way to do this heist or whatever? Well, what does the heist have to do with this song?
Man, speaking of like imaginary scenarios, if there's any imaginary scenario, if I have TK with me, like, I know this shit gonna be a good time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
don't you love it when me and you are in the situation and like we don't verbally talk to each other, but we look at each other and give each other a look, and we both are exactly. I live for that shit.
Oh yeah.
And we just automatically know. And the minute we get like, yo we get along, we be like, yo, what the fuck was that?
I know at some point in my life, like, I'm gonna have the moments of like fucking bar nights, hanging out, like us just at fucking bars, nigga, just kind of don't fucking.
I'm gonna make this shot.
Don't make it. This fucking nigga. Kobe's looking down.
Hey, I didn't call that nigga name, so he don't see shit.
I'm glad you didn't call his name.
I called LeBron's name.
Oh no, we ain't gonna disrespect LeBron like that. We're not gonna disrespect LeBron like that. No sir. No sir. No.
I would have made it if I would have stole it from you and then shot it.
Who's that a reference to?
LeBron.
That's not a reference to him.
Because he ball hog from his teammates.
Nigga, Kobe was a ball hog. They both are legends.
To be fair, the
point is,
both are legends. Both are legends, but I will say this: LeBron, that nigga is a crybaby though. Like I fuck with him, but that nigga, come on, bro, you gonna switch teams that often? Like, all right, hold on, this is another.
And we're not a sports podcast. We're not a sports podcast.
And be honest, like outside of like sort of like soccer and outside of like the Raptors, I don't really follow sports a lot. But like I know like every black person know who the fuck Kobe is and LeBron is. Like, come on,
man. Rest in peace, Kobe. That shit fucked me up. But
God damn, nigga, turn this shit dark.
Nigga, I didn't mean to shit, nigga. I just get dark when I think about that shit. But yeah, man, we're not gonna disrespect LeBron because LeBron to me, he's a GOAT in his own way.
I mean, yeah, and I mean, like, I don't have anything against LeBron. I'm just talking shit. Like, everyone talks shit. Like,
he just mad because he missed his fucking shot.
Pretty much. That shit should have went in on us. It'd be crazy because I'd be at the gym and you know, when you wipe down the machine, I ball up the paper and throw it and that shit go in.
I'd be like, that nigga and shit.
I'd be like, yes. I remember one time a nigga that had saw me, he was like, my nigga. I was like, yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Yo, I swear to God, one time I was doing some shit. Like, don't you love when like you do some shit, like you catch something or you shoot a shot that's like you're not supposed to make or something, and somebody noticed the shit, and you looking for somebody to notice it, and I look around, I'm like, did somebody see that shit? And somebody be like, I saw it, and I'm like, yes, my nigga, like somebody caught that shit in real time. Like I didn't catch it on recording or anything, but somebody was able to see it. Like that's what I'm saying. I love that type of shit.
This shit was wild.
That's crazy. I don't know how the fuck we got from Kingdom Hearts nigga all the way to here.
So we went to
Dreams. We went to Dreams, which kind of still ties into.
Actually, it actually still relates to Kingdom Hearts because
it still relates. That's what I'm saying.
One of the aspects of Kingdom Hearts is about reality and unreality. Yeah. So with Zora dying, he actually went to a form of like to a state, where that's not considered part of our reality. Well, their reality, and he went to sort of a world that's more similar to our reality, which is gonna be crazy. Cause I was like, damn, what does Zoro pull up in the hood? Like, how you gonna handle this shit?
Sort of respect. He got it. He earned it. He well respected.
I think after his pureness, he gonna fuck with her. We just gonna
That's
fuck
what I'm
with
saying.
him.
Like the Sora, when people see him, they giving him that dap where they pull a nigga in.
When they see Goofy and Donald, like they gonna be like, oh yeah, it's over.
They well respected. They, you know, nobody disrespecting them or nothing. You know, they are well respected in the hood. I'm almost certain.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain. Like they are. Shit,
to be real, shit, I might leave with that nigga.
Hell yeah, like, shit. Fuck it, nigga, where we going?
We going to Disney World. I gotta worry about shit, man. Fuck this
for
shit.
sure. Yeah, I'm headed out. Yeah, let's do it. I'm with it. I don't know what else we got. But fucking
We just
Kingdom Hearts. At this point, we're just fucking talking shit. Anything else we need to watch?
See for the week, like. I know Unreal and shit with Unreal Engine has been crazy because they've been like they haven't been even announcing like games and like giving them formal announcements. Just been saying, hey, we're working on this new franchise title that's using the new Unreal Engine.
Right. So
like it's very interesting like where that's gonna take shit.
Yeah.
I'd just be honestly surprised if they fix the fucking supply chain. Like, the supply chain is catching up because graphics cards are becoming more in stock and like consoles like. They're able to sort of meet this demand now with the supply. But shit, like, we're almost getting to, like, 2 years of the PlayStation 5 being released.
Yeah, November. Yeah.
Or, and it's
November 2022 is.
No. This is, like, it's going on a third year.
No, it's not. It didn't release in 19. 19 is 3 years.
No.
2020 is 2 years ago. It's 2022.
2 years, yeah. So okay, yeah. It's going on 2 years. This is almost about to be halfway of the PlayStation 5's life cycle, which is crazy because it means.
Are you getting the PS5 Pro if they drop it? Well, when they drop it.
It depends on what they add to it. Like if it's like it'd have to be significant performance increase for me to get it because the games that they're releasing now are barely able to run properly at 4K 60 FPS. Yeah. Like that reminds me, fucking. Dying Light 2, that trash.
Yo, hey, man. Hey, yo, so we used to play Dying Light 1. We love Dying Light 1.
I might replay it. I might jump back in the following because they released a patch where it runs on 4K, I think 30 frames or 60 frames or whatever.
Yeah, we love Dying Light. The first one, man, me and this dude here, we went I don't even know how many hours we spent.
I know once we got that grappling hook, it was fucking over.
Bro, it was over. Once we got the grappling hook, it was over. Dying Light, man, that's one of those games for I think both of us. Like that's one of those.
You need to play Back for Blood. This shit is.
I do need to play Back for Blood. This is Dying Light is one of those games where we have played extensive. Like we've done multiple hours on it. Like that shit is great for us. But then we bought Dying Light 2, and
it was just.
You still have it?
Yeah, I still have it. You still have it?
Yes, I have it.
I don't like. I want to try to jump back into it, but my biggest issue is that bitch.
I do want to try to.
Like, I wish that bitch was crossplay because on console, this shit performed like fucking doo doo.
It does perform like fucking doo doo. It performs like fucking shit. I agree.
Like, and the option is like you either play the game at 1080p to get stable FPS, or you play the game at fucking. I think it's like 30. It's like a choppy ass 30 at 4K.
Right.
And it's like, and not even with they don't even give you an option to play at 4K with ray tracing on, or if they do, it's still a choppy ass 30 frames per second. It's not like stable. Right. It's like very and from what I understood, from what I understood from the reviews, which I don't care much about, is that the choices in the game don't make a big amount of difference. Right. Like, which honestly, they could have just kept the shit like Dying Light 1, where it was like sort of a linear story.
Yeah.
Like, because one thing that I like about games with, I guess this would be our next topic shit, fuck it. One thing I like about games with choices that as I've gotten older and I've been more into the world is that I don't like games that have like those A-B choices where it's like, this is the good choice, this is the bad choice. Because like when you get into like the real world, shit isn't that easy. Like it's like choices where like the line is like gray, like the line between good and bad is like gray, it's like blurred. And there's one thing that I really like about the latest Dragon Age Inquisition and The Witcher 3 is because they had choices where like you had to choose between the lesser of the two evils.
You know, I was talking it's funny. I was talking to somebody today.
Dragon Age 4 uses Witcher. Dragon Age might as well, but The Witcher 4 uses the Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, damn. I was just about to say, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and they were telling me that they were playing Detroit Stay Human, And didn't you play that? You played
Yeah,
that
it's a really good game. It's a really fantastic game. Like you should actually watch me play it one of these days. But like it's a really good. Like when I say like you playing a game, you have 3 perspectives. You have like a guy that's working with the cop, an android that's sent to investigate.
Yeah, I remember the like they had like a short gameplay trailer for it.
And then another one is like a girl who's on the run who saved like a little girl from like being murdered by her fucking father. Yeah. There's an android that's on the run who saved like a little girl from being murdered by her father. And then the other one is like this guy who's starting a revolution. And like all these stories can sort of overarch each other. And you control all the characters. Like you can fucking kill a character. You can fucking like decide like without going too deep, is one character or like from a revolution. If you, as the guy who's like starting a revolution, if you do like a non-peaceful one, and Malcolm X that shit, you can cause a nuke. You can cause a nuke to be released in fucking Detroit. And like the androids, they ain't gonna survive that shit. You can cause a nuke to be released in Detroit. It's like
that's fine.
It's intense. It's intense. Like
Detroit stay human.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah, like and then of course as a cop, you do an interrogation.
I think that was the one that they had previewed, right? The one where he was a cop and he's like talking to the android and shit.
Yeah. It's like the developer that makes it is called Quantum Dreams, and they make another game called Beyond Two Souls and a game called Heavy Rain.
Yeah,
like
nigga, who doesn't know Heavy Rain?
Heavy Rain, like Beyond Two Souls, like it was a good story, but the choices you made didn't really impact a lot. But like it's right is. If not better than Heavy Rain, it's right equal to Heavy Rain. But I remember there was a part when you were playing the cop android, and you were interrogating like it was this android that had like helped murder some people or whatever, and he worked at a news broadcasting station. And you walk in there, and it's like 4 different versions of them, but it's like they the same one, but it's not the same model. And you trying to figure out which one is the deviant, because the deviant acts on his own. So he's like making sure he's still on some iRobot shit. So you're walking through the 3, and you're interrogating him. He's like, you know what? Maybe we'll just disassemble you limb from limb, and you seeing in the third person, not in the first person. So you're talking to one of them and getting in their face, and he looks out like, and you like. That's you. Like,
that's exact you remember that iRobot shit, man? Will Smith, wow. Will Smith,
right now.
Yeah, he is going through it. We're gonna get into that shit. But that moment with Will Smith, where it's just iRobot and the fucking robot is standing there, and he like peeks out, and Will Smith's like, gotcha. It's like you know, like on Call of Duty when somebody peeks out and you got that sniper shot, and you see him, they tip out, bingo.
I'm gonna tell you the shit that made him break his fucking character.
Who?
In the game.
Oh, I was about to say Will Smith break his character. I know what made him do that. I know what made him break his fucking character. Right. Fucking Chris Rock.
They got this. I think and it's been a while. It's been a decent minute since I played the game, but it's this thing that causes the robot to like the android to shut down and sort of interprets pain or whatever. He takes it out of one of the androids, and the android's like spazzing out and shit. Yeah. And the other one, he's like, this right here, this is like the etc. module. You can only survive for XX amount of time without this. And doing it, you actually experience different levels of pain. And nigga like, but I wonder what if I did that to each and every one of you until the such and such came, the deviant revealed himself, and nigga was like, fuck that shit. I was like, yo, and you can choose what tactics you use to interrogate.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's a really good game. It's like it's amazing.
I have to play Detroit Human because, like I said, somebody was telling me about it today, and I might fuck around and check it out. I don't know. Again, half of our conversations, I don't know how the fuck we got here, nigga, from Kingdom Hearts.
It's a podcast, bro. We just talk and we just
end up going down tangents, and we go down the fucking yellow brick road, then we follow the breadcrumb trail, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, fair enough. I'm not mad at it.
And then if we're on the game and someone calls us a racial slur, I just say how their grandma's dead or dying.
Yeah, and if somebody tells me on the game that I'm a no good filthy N-word, I tell them, do you think I don't have mirrors at my home?
I remember back in like the days when like the races you would play on the game. Yeah. Like the races on the game would like be a little bit clever with like their insults or whatever. Now it's just like, literally a guy was like, oh, you're black. I'm like, yo, that's also, the best you've got.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Call of Duty, like any game really. If someone is talking trash, the only one I probably think I get a little bit connected to is Overwatch, just because that's team based and like I need my team to fucking work together. Don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah, I remember. No, you remember one time a dude called us the N-word on Overwatch, and we ended up, and I think I ended up getting player of the game, and we ended up winning. And his ass did not jump in voice chat.
They don't. But even when it comes to any video game, right? So like any Overwatch, any Call of Duty, anything, and somebody decides they want to like start talking trash to me or start talking like racist shit or whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like I've been playing Call of Duty for a decade plus. I don't give a fuck. Like, what do you want to do? People have called me an N-word. I'm pretty sure on every single Call of Duty.
Playing this
I'm
shit
unaffected.
Since like earlier than 2010. Like, come on. Like,
that's also and we'll get into this for real one at some point. That's how me and TK met.
Actually, that segues to how we like grew and bonded. We met like on like the last day of like our freshman
crazy.
year in
We
high
met
school.
like the last day of our freshman year.
Yeah, and I was like looking at Call of Duty shit on
damn. So that must have meant that
IGN.
That must have meant that we like, cause at that point we had to get cool over that summer.
Yeah, cause like I remember I was looking at Call of Duty shit on I was looking at like Black Ops shit.
Call of Duty Black Ops 1. I walked into the classroom.
And he saw me and he was like, "Oh,
you remember the teacher's class it was? I think I do.
Yeah, Miss Lewis.
The English teacher. Yep.
And he was like, "Oh, you play Call of Duty?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm." And I started telling you I'm good, and you was like laughing because you didn't believe I was good.
Because at that point I'm telling myself like, I'm the best that there fucking is, and I'm about to call you your fucking gamer tag. But TK, like, if I'm on the game and shit. I'm still to this day like no motherfucking person is better than me on this shit. Like, but that's how I kind of told him. I was like, bro, you're good, but you're probably not me. Or whatever,
and then it just forever goes on. We just
like going back it's just like it was the fucking perfect match. Yeah, like it was a perfect match made in heaven of like two people that are like. You say you're the best? Fuck you. I'm the best.
And then I finally got you to play the game with me, and I was playing Call. I think I went like some stupid shit for like Black Ops days. Yeah. It was like team deathmatch. I went like 30 something and like 2 or 3 or something, and I got attack dogs, all that shit. Yeah. And I was like, see, I told you I was good.
And the crazy thing about it, and this has been TK and I's entire Call of Duty career for the most part. Like him and I.
So we skipped over Infinite Warfare.
We skipped over quite a few of the shit ones. And actually one day we're going to get into quite a few of the shit Call of Duties. Some of you niggas need to know a shit Call of Duty.
We should do a Call of Duty rank one of these days.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be beautiful. Yeah. But over the years, like through every Call of Duty, TK and I have our moments of like, we have our own thing. Like our own thing is like, he plays a little bit slower, but he keeps his KD intact, right? Whereas I play a bit faster, and my KD can sometimes not be intact because I'm deciding to like run and gun.
And it's not when you say KD, like his KD is still positive and it's still pretty high. It's just he has a decent more amount of deaths because he takes risks.
Yeah, like we give each other shit about this a lot. Like we will be on the game and shit, and it's like. If it's a moment where it's like, you can either say fuck it or play something smarter, I'm saying fuck it. Like, I'm going to say fuck this shit. Like, I'm running face forward.
And this man would call me a bitch. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go the other way and go around.
He would, like, it would be him and I standing next to each other, and then he would fucking, he would like, wait for me, and then turn across the corner and make the smarter play. Where I'm over there like fucking running and gunning, fighting for my life and shit. Like,
and all I hear is you a bitch.
You a fucking bitch.
And now, hey, it's been a couple of times where you've done me like that.
Oh yeah, come on now. Look, sometimes he says fuck it, and I'm deciding to make the smarter move. We learn from each other. But
I be like, hey, bro, it's 2 niggas over here that halfway dead. You be like, oh no, I'm good. That man was hitting with a fucking Marshalls.
Yo, I remember. I would never forget this one time. It might be on one of our YouTube channels. Where we're like sniping on like Black Ops 2 or some shit. Yeah. And like TK asked me, he's like, am I clear? I'm like, you're clear. Not clear. Like the moment you peek your fucking head out, you get popped. And
I don't ever ask you to cover me for nothing anymore.
Oh no. Yeah, and I would never expect, and like when I'm playing with him, the one thing I never expect of him, if he says, I'm gonna let you go first, Fuck no.
We let that other dude on our team go
We
first.
let the third man go first. Like if somebody else, we both sit down. I'm letting him go ahead.
And the
Pass by.
minute you see he says explode or
Drop,
his
and
drop,
then,
you be
then,
like,
then they get comfortable and like 3 other dudes start running back out, and now we just eat, like just clean up and shit.
or we use him to lure the position.
Oh,
of the
yeah, I
enemies,
love
and
that
we be
shit.
like, yep, we got him.
We got him. And don't let a nigga not have a silencer on. Don't let a nigga not have a silencer on. That's even better.
Yep.
Ah, that's funny, man. I don't know if that's where we end it. If that's where we wrap
I
it.
think we covered everything that happened through the week pretty well. Like personally,
Did we?
Yeah, like we covered the Kingdom Hearts, release. Then we covered the Unreal Engine.
At some point, I want to talk about Moon Knight. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either. But I hear it's pretty good.
Have you seen Hit Monkey?
No, I do. I want to watch it though. I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good?
Yeah. It's I've seen the whole season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I need to
Have you
watch
seen
it.
the new episode of Atlanta?
No. Damn, I forgot Orlando's back.
Have you caught up Atlanta?
No, I'm not caught up.
I haven't seen the new episode of Atlanta, but I have caught up. I'm caught up with it for the most part.
I'll watch this shit. We'll
Yeah,
see what's up.
we probably should do a review of Atlanta because that's being black and fucking with the culture. Why not? Have you seen Dave?
I've seen Dave, but I haven't finished it. And fuck a review about it. I think we should just do it in a podcast.
Yeah, just talk about it casually.
Cause
Yeah.
fuck it, just go.
Just the
through it.
culture is like us.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Yeah. So this is episode 2 of Geek Goonz. So did you want to do the outro since you did the intro this episode?
Fuck no, nigga, you got it.
Okay. All right, this is episode 2 of the Geek Goonz podcast. Remember that in the video description and the podcast description, you should see our social media links and our links on our other platforms that our podcast is visible on. So, and definitely especially on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
So definitely follow us, subscribe, like us, and if you want, to give us suggestions on what you would like to see more of.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna I might put some type of email that you can contact us on.
That'd be
what you
hard.
want to see.
That'd be hard.
I know on Spotify I can create a poll, but it doesn't translate to other.
More places should do the poll. The poll is an underrated feature of
Yeah.
a lot of things. Like that shit is great.
But I'm gonna create some type of Gmail. That way, if you guys hack it out, just be like, "Hey, fuck it," you don't get shit.
Niggas hack our shit. That shit be fucked up, bro.
But
Please don't hack our shit. We fuck with the hackers and shit. We're cool. Please.
yeah, like I'm just gonna create an email. Y'all send shit to it. Let us know what you'd like to cover, or in the comments or whatever. If you're watching YouTube, just let us know what you'd like us to cover. We plan again to do some more some video game playthroughs or so, maybe story games, or maybe just dicking around on multiplayer games. I'm not sure yet. I know I've wanted to do like the new Diablo, or maybe play like Elder Scrolls online
Diablo.
and just randomly go around.
Diablo. I love Diablo.
Yeah. But Back 4 Blood, I would say that like the horror games like Back 4 Blood and shit for like Halloween season. Maybe.
Oh, that'd be hard.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
And then Christmas season, I guess we just play like some shit that's in the snow or whatever. I don't know.
Or we'll review. We should
Review holiday games.
Holiday games, holiday movies. I think we should go into it. Like fuck it, why not? Like there's a lot of I think there's more holiday movies to like really get into that give that feel. Cause sure we play games to get in the holiday feel, but some holiday movies are like fucking like classics and shit.
Like Independence Day.
That's a debate, nigga. And it's
Independence Day is like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like they need to like Independence Day.
I'm thinking holiday movies. I'm thinking Home Alone. That's like a definitive holiday movie. That's a definitive Christmas movie.
With the Christmas Story.
Yeah, nigga, that's a Christmas story. That's
I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, Independence Day, like that. I don't even fuck Independence Day.
Hey, quick question before we end it. Name a Thanksgiving movie.
4 Brothers.
Damn, nigga, that was good. All right.
You remember? Yeah, you remember that scene where they was like all eating the Thanksgiving dinner and they all.
Damn, is there another Thanksgiving movie?
I mean, technically, you can't. It wouldn't be accurate to make a Thanksgiving movie because you're pretty much celebrating like the murder of like Native Americans. With me being like my mom being like heavily Cherokee Indian and me having a little bit of that, which obviously isn't like just automatically.
We're not
visible.
the full Thanksgiving shit. I just mean like the theme of Thanksgiving.
4 Brothers definitely would probably. Right, it's a safe zone.
If you have a Thanksgiving movie, please comment down below. And is that where we?
Yeah, I think
yeah. This Geek Goonz.
Yep, follow our
TK.
links. And you know what?
Reese.
I'm not even on BigPaPaReese ass because he's actually prepared.
Man, I had all my shit. And this is when I picked the mic up and I started talking my shit.
All right, guys.